Cabo Verde is where the Atlantic meets African soul. This volcanic island nation off the coast of West Africa is a place of sharp contrasts. From sun-drenched beaches and turquoise bays to lunar-like volcanic peaks, green valleys and windswept deserts. Most people have never even heard of Cabo Verde, but those who've been, they call it one of the most underrated island destinations on Earth. If you're looking for culture, adventure, music and jaw-dropping scenery, this is your place. So let's dive into the top 10 places to visit in Cabo Verde, where every island tells a different story, and the number one will make your jaw drop. Number 10. Praia, Santiago Island, where history meets the heartbeat of a nation. The capital city, Praia, on the island of Santiago, is Cabo Verde's largest city, and it pulses with a rhythm that blends African roots, Portuguese colonial flair, and island energy. Start your exploration in the Plateau district, the historic colonial center. Stroll past pastel-colored buildings, bustling markets, and statues of African heroes. Don't miss the Presidential Palace and Praça Alexandre Albuquerque, where locals sip coffee and musicians play mourners, Cabo Verde's signature melancholic music. Head to Sucupira Market, a chaotic, colorful maze where you can buy everything from local spices and textiles to handmade guitars. The people are warm, the smells are intoxicating, and the energy is electric. But Praia isn't all city. Just a few kilometers out, you'll find beaches like Quebra Canela, popular with locals and surfers. The waves are strong, the beer is cold, and the sunsets, fire. Praia isn't just Cabo Verde's capital, it's the living, breathing core of the nation's identity. Every street corner hums with energy, from school kids playing futebol to elders discussing politics over cups of strong cafe. The city's art scene is also gaining momentum, with galleries and murals popping up to showcase local talent. Ilon Dalon Boa, or Ilon, as the sun sets, beachside bars fill with music, offering the perfect place to watch the sky melt into the sea. Praia isn't just a stopover, it's where the journey truly begins. Number 9. Cidade Velha, Santiago Island. The ghost of empire still standing. Just a 20-minute drive from Praia is Cidade Velha, the oldest European settlement in the tropics and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Founded in 1462, it was once a major hub in the transatlantic slave trade, and walking its cobbled streets today is like stepping back into a haunted chapter of world history. Start at the Ribeira Grande, a lush ravine where fresh water gave life to early settlers. Then climb the steep path to Fortaleza Real de São Felipe, an old Portuguese fort with panoramic views of the town, the ocean, and the ghost of history. Despite its dark history, Cidade Velha today is full of resilience. Locals run small cafes and art shops, and the town regularly hosts cultural festivals, blending remembrance with celebration. As you walk through Cidade Velha, the sense of history is almost physical. It clings to the air, heavy but important. Locals will tell you stories passed down for generations, adding personal context to the stones beneath your feet. Churches like the Igreja de Nossa Senhora do Rosário, one of the oldest colonial churches in Africa, still stand in silent dignity. Despite its painful past, the town pulses with a quiet pride and a deep spiritual energy. Cidade Velha invites you not only to see history, but to feel it. Number 8. Mindelo, São Vicente Island, where Cabo Verde sings its soul. If Cabo Verde has a cultural capital, it's Mindelo. Located on São Vicente Island, Mindelo is where music, nightlife, art, and soul come alive. It's the hometown of Cesaria Evora, the barefoot diva, whose voice carried the spirit of these islands around the world. Wander along the harbourfront promenade, with colonial-style buildings painted in ocean pastels. Visit the Palacio de Povo, the People's Palace, and then stop at a local cafe where live music spills into the street almost every night. This city lives and breathes rhythm. Morna, Coladeira, Funaná. It's in the bars, the backyards, the blood. And when Carnival hits in February, Mindelo becomes a Caribbean-style explosion of color, dancing, and joy, drawing performers from across the globe. Mindelo is also your base for exploring São Vicente's stunning beaches and dry mountain landscapes. But even if you don't leave the city, you'll feel like you've lived 100 lifetimes in just one night. The charm of Mindelo lies in its contradictions. It's both laid back and electric, soulful yet full of laughter. Locals love to gather at the harbour during golden hour, where the sea breeze carries the scent of grilled fish and salt. Wander into a tavern and you might be invited to join an impromptu jam session with a cavaquinho and a glass of grog. The markets are alive with colour. Handmade jewellery, painted tiles, and woven baskets spill from every stall. Mindelo isn't just a destination, it's a celebration of Cabo Verdean life. Number 7, Monte Verde, São Vicente Island. Climb above the clouds and see forever. Just outside Mindelo rises Monte Verde, the highest point on São Vicente. Though not a towering giant at 750 meters, it offers some of the most expansive views in Cabo Verde, and a complete change in climate from the dry city below. You can hike or drive to the summit. Along the way, you'll pass small farms growing vegetables and herbs, thanks to the moisture caught by the mountain's higher elevation. Look out for wildflowers and endemic plants unique to this microclimate. At the top, a panoramic view of Mindelo, the Atlantic Ocean, nearby islands like Santo Antão, and the rugged beauty of São Vicente itself. It's the perfect spot to reflect, breathe, and realize just how far from the ordinary you are. Bring a jacket. It can get chilly up here, but trust us, the cool breeze is worth it when you're standing on top of an island in the middle of the Atlantic, watching the world stretch out before you. The view from Monte Verde is so vast, you can actually trace the curve of the earth on a clear day. Birds of prey soar silently overhead, circling above the cool, misty air. Locals sometimes come here for picnics or to gather wild herbs used in traditional teas. There's an unexpected peace at the summit, a pause from the chaos of the world below. And when clouds roll in, the mountain becomes a realm of mist and silence that feels almost otherworldly. Number 6, Tarafal, Santiago Island. A beach with a dark past and healing waters. Tarafal is a peaceful fishing town on the northern coast of Santiago, known today for its gorgeous white sand beach, calm waters, and laid-back vibe. But it holds a heavy secret. Hidden just inland is the Tarafal concentration camp, also known as the Camp of the Slow Death. Built by the Portuguese in 1936, it imprisoned anti-colonial activists and political opponents from across Portugal's African colonies. Many died here, from abuse, neglect, and sickness. Today, the site is a museum and memorial, preserved to educate and honor the victims. It's haunting, powerful, and important, a testament to the struggles that shaped modern Cabo Verde. Afterward, head down to the beach. The water is gentle, the breeze soft, and the atmosphere completely relaxing. It's a stark contrast, history and healing in one place. For many, it's the most moving place on the island. Life in Tarafal moves to the rhythm of the tide, slow, steady, and soothing. On weekends, local families gather on the beach for barbecues, and kids splash in the gentle waves until sundown. The palm trees lean just so, casting the perfect shade for an afternoon nap. Visitors often say Tarafal is where they finally exhale, where stress dissolves into the sea breeze. It's a place that teaches you to slow down and savor the little moments. Number 5, Fogo Volcano, Fogo Island, the living fire in the heart of Cabo Verde. On Fogo Island, the land still breathes fire. The Pico do Fogo, an active stratovolcano rising nearly 2,829 meters, 9,281 feet, dominates everything. It's the highest point in Cabo Verde and one of the most visually dramatic volcanoes in the Atlantic. Trekking up the black, ash-covered slopes of Fogo is a surreal experience. The landscape shifts from green farmland to stark lunar terrain in just minutes. If you hike to the summit, which takes 6 to 7 hours round trip, you'll pass steam vents, solidified lava flows, and vast crater valleys that seem to stretch into space. What makes this place even more fascinating is the village of Chá das Caldeiras, located right inside the caldera. Yes, people live inside the volcano. Homes, vineyards, and guest houses were rebuilt after the last eruption in 2014. The people here are resilient, warm, and proud, and their volcanic wine, made from grapes grown in ash, is something you'll never forget. Fogo is raw, real, and completely unforgettable. The smell of sulfur mixes with cool mountain air as you ascend the volcano. It's a scent you'll never forget. Along the route, you'll meet local guides who know every inch of the terrain and love sharing legends about the Fire Mountain. The silence near the summit is almost reverent, broken only by the crunch of volcanic ash under your boots. After the climb, many stay overnight in Chá das Caldeiras, where nights are star-filled and stories around the fire are just as captivating as the view. Fogo is not a backdrop. It's a force that shapes lives, landscapes, and legacies. 4. Sal Island, the sun-seeker's dream, with secrets below the sand. Sal is Cabo Verde's most famous island for international travelers, and for good reason. With year-round sunshine, crystal-clear waters, and miles of powdery beaches, it's paradise for sun lovers, swimmers, and windsurfing addicts. Base yourself in Santa Maria, a vibrant town with a Caribbean vibe. Beach bars line the coast, offering fresh seafood and live music. The pier is always alive with fishermen unloading their catch and kids jumping into the sea. But Sal isn't just beaches. Head inland to see the Salinas de Pedra de Lume, old salt flats inside the crater of an extinct volcano. You can even float in the ultra-salty water, like the Dead Sea, but more peaceful. Adventure lovers can dive the island's underwater caves and reefs, or go kitesurfing in Ponta Preta. But even if all you do is lie on the sand and watch the waves, Sal will work its magic. Sal's turquoise waters are so clear, you can see fish dancing below even from the shore. Kitesurfers fill the sky like birds with brightly colored wings, especially during the windy season. Visit the Madeira Bay at sunset for a quieter slice of paradise, where the only sound is waves lapping against volcanic rock. Locals are known for their hospitality. Don't be surprised if you're invited to a backyard barbecue or a local celebration. Sal balances comfort and adventure perfectly, making it ideal for first-time visitors to Cabo Verde. Number 3. Boa Vista Island, where the desert meets the sea. Boa Vista feels like Sahara meets sea breeze. The island is famous for its dunes, desert plains, wild beaches, and quiet, remote feel. It's the perfect getaway for those who want solitude, beauty, and raw nature. Explore the Deserto de Viana, a mini Sahara, with rolling dunes sculpted by the wind. Ride a quad bike across vast sandscapes that seem to go on forever. Then head to Santa Monica Beach, often called the most beautiful in Cabo Verde, and sometimes you'll have it all to yourself. Boa Vista is also a sanctuary for loggerhead turtles, one of the largest nesting sites in the world. From June to October, guided night tours let you watch females lay their eggs or baby turtles crawl to the ocean. This island is quieter than Sal, fewer crowds, less development, more space to breathe. But in that stillness, you'll feel deeply connected to earth, sea, and sky. Sunrises on Boa Vista paint the sand pink before the day even begins. It feels like waking up inside a painting. Life here is minimal in the best way. The absence of noise gives your thoughts space to breathe. In the evenings, small villages light up with laughter, fresh grilled lobster, and music carried on the wind. You can spend an afternoon riding camels or simply lying in the dunes, listening to the silence. Boa Vista offers more than sights. It gives you space to reconnect with yourself. Number 2. Santo Antão Island, hiker's heaven, photographer's dream, nature's masterpiece. Welcome to Santo Antão, widely considered the most beautiful island in Cabo Verde, with deep valleys, green terraced hillsides, jagged cliffs, and dramatic coastlines. It's a visual feast and an absolute paradise for hikers and nature lovers. Getting here is part of the experience. You take a ferry from São Vicente, and as the island comes into view, the cliffs rise from the sea like a fortress. Once ashore, you can travel the Corda Road, a twisting cobbled mountain route with epic views in every direction. The village of Paul is the greenest area in the country, filled with waterfalls, banana plantations, sugar cane fields, and friendly locals. Hike the Ribeira do Paul, one of the best trails in West Africa, and finish the day with local grogge, a strong cane liquor that'll knock you sideways. Whether you hike, photograph, or simply breathe, Santo Antão will steal your heart. Some say Santo Antão is the soul of Cabo Verde, wild, dramatic, and untouched. Farmers here carve terraces into sheer cliffs, creating green ribbons across brown rock faces. The smell of sugarcane, coffee, and earth lingers in the air, grounding you in the island's fertile spirit. Trails like Ponta do Sol to Cruzina reveal epic coastlines and warm village smiles with every step. Santo Antão doesn't try to impress. It simply exists in beauty, and that's more than enough. Number 1. Brava Island. The secret island you didn't know you needed. The smallest and least visited inhabited island in Cabo Verde, and arguably the most enchanting. Nicknamed the Island of Flowers, Brava is a lush, cool paradise full of mystery and wonder. Because of its isolation, Brava has preserved its traditional charm. The cobbled streets of Nova Sintra, the main town, are lined with flowering trees, quiet plazas, and colonial architecture. It feels like a dream, untouched by time. Hike to Fajar d'Água, a cliffside fishing village with natural pools and ocean views. Visit Furna, where fishermen still sail into the open Atlantic on traditional boats, or explore hidden trails that take you to mountain springs, deep ravines, and unmarked lookouts. The best part? You'll likely be one of only a few visitors on the whole island. Brava rewards the curious and the quiet, the traveler who doesn't just want to see a place, but to feel it breathe. There are no large resorts here, no airport, no tourist crowds. Brava whispers instead of shouts. It's the kind of place where silence feels sacred. In Nova Sintra, flowers bloom in every direction, and old men still gather to play chess under the trees. The island's cool mountain air offers a welcome break from Cabo Verde's heat, making it perfect for long, contemplative walks. Its hidden trails lead to forgotten villages, cliffside vistas, and ancient wells. Brava isn't a tourist attraction. It's a treasure kept quiet by those who love it most. If you're seeking a destination that whispers instead of shouts, Brava is it. It's not for the rushed, it's not for the flashy, but for those who want a place that nourishes the soul and stirs the heart. This flower-covered island at the edge of the world will stay with you long after you've gone. Cabo Verde is a captivating island nation where volcanic peaks, vibrant towns, and untouched beaches create a rich tapestry of culture and natural beauty. From the soulful rhythms of Mindelo to the serene mystery of Brava, each island offers its own unforgettable charm. Whether you're chasing adventure, history, or peace, Cabo Verde promises an experience that stays with you long after you leave. Let me know which location got your heart the most, and don't forget to subscribe.